Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense takes the field. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So Kansas State's offense will have its first possession of the game. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Might as well give it to him again. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Rushes on him. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Hammond. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Wide receiver going in motion. On the run, it's Edwards. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
And the Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
The Wildcats line it up with a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Duke had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans outside Krzyzewskiville are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And that's that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Back to pass. It's Flores. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. He'll pitch it. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll run the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Sends it back in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Still running at the 40. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
Can't. Points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. To the air, it's Flores. He's got him this time. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Cowboys want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On third down, he drops the throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Crosses the 45. There he goes. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Oakley. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Big fella moving. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They want to get the ball right back here in the 1st half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, we're only in the 1st half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling with it.
Back to throw, it's Flores. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. That thing would have hit a spring in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion, like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Johnson looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete to the right. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Pass interference. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Back to throw, it's Flores. Grabbed over the middle, it's Freeman. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, The defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky. Two interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. To the air, it's Flores. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man by himself. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater.
The Cowboys will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He might want another play. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Out of the gun to give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. It is deafening in here. The panel people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Fires to the big fella. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
That's caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The noise level is relentless here on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
What a disappointment. No good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. They've got the screen set up. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The offense changing the play. Johnson wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On the option. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a 1st down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. Trying to keep this drive alive. Touchdown, Kansas State, and the route is on.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were, and the back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. On the ground, it's Brock. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Grabs it in the middle. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And the Wildcats are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he'll just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Grab near the marker. It's Oakland. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So 1st down will open up the final period. Johnson looking to throw. Finds his man in the middle. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, though. A Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Fitzpatrick.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Fakes to grab. Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Cowboys have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Snap in the shotgun. Here's a heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Tom, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Looking for space. It's Edwards. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. And the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Trying to escape and get it himself. Turning it on. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Catch in the middle, it's Freeman. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught.
It's a lot to add.
It's a seam wide open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Touchdown!
abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's into the end zone, and we've got a one-possession game in the fourth quarter. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Johnson wants to throw it. Got the quick pass. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Edwards. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Just a short pass to the tight end. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you've got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played